I've got a lot of notes on this one. Hi, hello, my name is Kayla, your holistic personal brand coach, helping you to integrate your whole human self into your personal brand. And today we are talking about 5 things the online business and coaching industry are not telling you. I'm a little stressed about it. I've got a lot of opinions, so we're gonna just dive right in. I wanted to make this video because I've had a lot of conversations recently, including with myself, about do I need to get a full-time job? Do I need to get a part-time job? How can I support myself financially as I continue to grow my business? And I wanted to let you know, if you are feeling kind of left behind by all of the things that we're supposed to be doing and the success that we have supposed to have achieved in our first few years of business as an online coach or online business, you're not alone if you are feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm so behind, so-and-so's doing so much better than me. So if you're not financially free or living that laptop lifestyle yet, you're not alone and you're not a failure. So that is why I'm making this video. It's not to shit on the coaching industry or the entrepreneurial industry. It's just to help you not feel alone. So let's dig in. Number 1 is coaching or becoming an entrepreneur is not a quick road to 6 figures in 6 months, much to the chagrin of myself. Okay, story time. So when I first learned about what coaching was, I was unhappy in my job, not feeling very fulfilled. I was definitely ogling photos of people living the laptop lifestyle and traveling to all these incredible places. And the message I was being given was that I could make 6 figures by encouraging and helping people. And I was like, I love encouraging people. That's my favorite. Yes. And this is my responsibility. I 100% believed and fed into the story of I'm going to make 6 figures in 6 months. I'm going to catapult myself to success, and I'm going to inhale all of the content and learning to do so. I am going to hustle my way to success. Spoiler, that didn't happen. What happened was I ended up burning out. So what I wish I knew back then that I now know is that building a business takes time. It's not gonna happen in 6 months. It could, it might, but that's not guaranteed. I also wish that I knew that it was not going to be a straight line. I definitely thought, well, trajectory, I'm here, I wanna get here, that's a straight line. Whereas what I am learning in the online business space as a coach is success is a winding road, and it's going to take trial and error. So the more that we can put ourselves out there and flex that muscle of putting ourselves out there, sharing offers and learning and receiving the feedback, rather than being like, well, I put something out there, no one purchased it, I'm now a failure. So rather than internalizing that as a failure, looking at it as data of, great, how can I evolve? How can I adjust? How can I tweak? And that would have supported me in growing way faster and also being way less hard on myself. Number 2 is similar to number 1, but slightly different, and that is there is no quick fix for success. Now, once you are in your coaching entrepreneurial journey, there's no quick fix. And I think we are often sold, hey, this is the one thing you need. We often get in this loop of someone outside of me knows better than me, so I'm gonna just sign up for the next course, the next program, the next webinar, the next masterclass, and that is going to be the thing that will take me to the 6 figures. That is going to be the thing that will fix me. That is going to be the thing that will solve my business. And now I'm here to tell you, you don't need to be fixed. You don't need to be solved. Rather than looking outside of ourselves for the solution, what I have found most impactful is to trust myself. Of the 11 trainings and courses, yes, I have invested in 11 trainings and courses. The most impactful have been either furthering my craft, meaning coaching trainings, which I've done 2 of, and also 2 coaching programs, which are group coaching containers that really help to, again, build that trust muscle. Of the other 7 business and marketing courses, do I regret investing in them? No. I did gain information from them that I didn't have before, and I needed a linear approach at that time. So receiving a linear do X, Y, Z and to get these results was where I was at. I wasn't in a place where I deeply trusted myself. So the linear approach was really satisfying for my very analytical brain. Also, I got to meet a ton of people who I have stayed in touch with, and they are my community now, which is really incredible. I also learned that there are times where a linear approach doesn't necessarily work for me. I learned that for me, I really appreciate a kind of hybrid, linear, and intuitive approach, which is also what I love supporting clients with, and that's why I approach branding from a holistic lens, because we need to incorporate your whole self into your personal brand. Otherwise, we are just bypassing our natural intuitive knowing, which is exactly the structural systems that you probably already stepped away from and wanted to step away from by starting your own business. What I wish I knew was to really take time and sit with a decision, to check in with my intuition and see if, am I approaching this decision from a place of lack where I am looking for this course to really catapult me to success, or this is going to be the thing that will save me, complete me, make me whole, etc., etc.? Or am I looking at this from a neutral space and coming at it from a, what knowledge can I gain from this? How am I improving and enhancing the skill set that I already have rather than looking to be saved? Number 3 is a little spicy, and it is, there are people who call themselves coaches who are really consultants, and there are people who call themselves coaches who are trained as coaches. And now neither is good nor bad, but I think it is helpful to have a distinction here. For a consultant, I approach that as, you are giving someone a linear process that step by step, here are my recommendations for you, your brand, your business. Whereas coaching is a much more collaborative space. It is, hey, let's brainstorm where you want to go and I will walk alongside with you, rather than here's the map, good luck. And that is my favorite thing about coaching, is I get to walk alongside you and encourage you the entire way, and also support you in removing any roadblocks or mindset challenges that come up, which may not be the case if you're working with someone who's coming at it from more of a consultant lens. Are there consulting and coaching hybrids? Absolutely. It's just something to consider of where you are in your business. Are you looking for someone to give you a roadmap and then you can go off and implement? Or are you looking for someone to walk alongside you, to brainstorm, to collaborate with you and really find your own path, rather than to be given a path that has worked for someone else? Number 4 comes back to that idea of success, and that is that a lot of the results and these testimonials are cherry picked. I know that I've attended programs and participated and had success in the sense of I gained new tools, I gained new knowledge, and yet there are also testimonials that are, I tripled my income, I 5x my followers, I did X, Y, Z, and these very juicy, quantifiable results. And I know more often than not, for every juicy testimonial, there are maybe 5 to 10 more that had that more incremental learning or implementation. So that's not to say that there was no improvement or knowledge gained from the people who didn't 5x their followers, but it's to be mindful when you are consuming these really grand testimonials and client experiences to know that that's not a guarantee, to know that your experience might be different, and to take the pressure off and be open to whatever the experience will be, rather than kind of having that laser focus, I have to reach this very grand, either financial or follower or whatever quantifiable goal there is, but to really just stay open to the experience. And number 5 is privilege, something we do not keep in mind as we are mindlessly scrolling through and comparing ourselves to all of these images and versions of success that we quote unquote wish we could be. We are not taking into consideration where this person started, who is supporting them financially. Maybe they have a full-time job. Maybe they have a partner who is supporting them. Maybe they have family. Maybe they have an incredible amount of wealth that they inherited. We have no idea where people are starting, so it is really unfair to compare ourselves from that lens of, well, so-and-so has reached 6 figures in 6 months, so I must be able to do the same, when you don't know that they may have had the time or financial freedom to do something completely different than you had, especially if you have family or other commitments that you are adhering to. Everyone's experience is going to be different. I know for me, I saved money for 2 years that allowed me to then quit my job and be full-time in my business. And now I am considering part-time freelance and full-time just to continue to sustain my business. And I want to be more transparent about that because not many people are. And I think it puts this really unrealistic expectation on all of us that we must be full-time thriving in our business, otherwise we are failing. So keep in mind that we are all starting from different places and we have no idea the full scope of everyone's experience and privilege when we are just viewing their profile on Instagram. So, do I regret becoming a coach and entrepreneur? No, Absolutely not. I know from where I was back when I first learned what coaching was and made the plan to save up all of my money to leave my job. That's what I needed in that moment. I knew that I needed a shift and a change to help me feel more fulfilled. And I know that I'm still on the road to creating that life. And now I have the awareness that it might just take a little longer and that income may come from multiple places, which is not what I initially imagined. But that's okay. I'm still so grateful that I get to support people in finding clarity, calm, and confidence, as well as building sustainable personal brands that they can really bring their whole human selves through. So do not let this discourage you. If you are interested in becoming a coach or starting your online business, just know that your pathway may look a little different than you anticipate it to, and that is okay. And there are incredible coaches and guides and support people out there to help you on your way. We need your magic in this world. I hope this is supportive to help you make more informed and mindful decisions and take the pressure off. Your journey is going to not look like anyone else's, and that is okay. That's how it's supposed to be. We are all supposed to be on our own individual journeys, and that means it may take longer than someone else's, or it might be shorter. So embrace the path you're on, and I hope this was so helpful. If you're looking for support on reducing the comparisonitis, then tune in next week, which is what we'll be talking about. I hope you're doing so well, and I'll see you soon.